Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Geek Talk News. This is the second edition. It's not the first edition of the weekly news roundup. I'm just trying to go through some branding, trying to figure out how I want to go about this show, or what kind of format I want to do, basically. I haven't decided yet. So right now, I have my camera set up, my behind the scenes stuff all set, my laptop right here just in case I need to look something up. Everything planned out, list of things I want to talk about. External audio recording into the laptop as well as camera audio, so I can choose which one is better. If I want to use a mix of both, I can get pretty creative. Basically, I just don't like this light here. It's like overshadowing my face, or it's my hat. If I took it off, it would look a little better. I'll do this or something, look like a fucking winkster. A wannabe gangster. Fucking white gangsters. God, they annoy the fuck out of me. Anyway, that's not the topic of this video. I'm not talking about politics or anything social. I'm talking about geeky shit right here as I'm wearing a Carhartt shirt like I'm supposed to be going to work or some shit, fucking construction or something. Going off and shooting guns, basically. So I have a list of stuff I want to talk about. Some stuff that I think is really cool. So I think first off, today is December 5th. I think as of this point, we should go over what games have been released. And on December 1st, up through December 2nd, we have quite a list of games that have been released already. If you check out my previous Geek Talk News video, I go over games that were released in November. So there's that. So on December 1st, we had Apollo Justice Ace Attorney released on... God damn, my phone's just blowing up here. Bing! Bing! Vibrating in my pocket. I don't want to check it halfway through. Shit. Yeah, group chat, guys. Group chat. Light snow in my town. Pretty cool. Okay, so that's there. So on December 1st, we had Apollo Justice Ace Attorney released on the iPhone operating system, or iOS. The Dwarves, released on PS4 and Xbox One and PC. We had Maze, released on PC. Rad Rogers World 1, released on PC. December 2nd, we had Fury, released on the Xbox One. December 2nd, Steep, released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And we had Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS, released on December 2nd as well. There's some games that are going to be released on December 6th. They include Arizona Sunshine, Dead Rising 4, Shadow Tactics, The Last Guardian, The Unspoken, and Werewolves. And then a few on December 8th, which I'll cover those later. I will have a list in the description box for you guys. This comes from infinite.net. So if you're wondering where I got that information from, I'm stuttering. Just click off, unsubscribe if you're subscribed. All of you, 70 subscribers that I have. So, Death Stranding. Let's talk about Death Stranding. A new trailer for it was released at the 2016 awards. And if you don't know let's get on topic here. The trailer was released by Kojima, and it stars Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead. He was also in Blade, and he was going to be in the new Silent Hill that was going to come out, I think called Silent Hills? I don't remember what it was. But it was where you had the teaser demo, and it was first person, and Norman Reedus was in it, and they made such a big deal out of it, and then it was canceled. What kind of horse shit is that? Nonetheless, it was announced and showed this trailer during the Game Awards of 2016. And if you don't know what the Game Awards is, you should know what the Game Awards is. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty much the Oscars for the video game industry. That's what it is. And the Game Awards was broadcasted via PSN, Steam, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Xbox Live, and a few other services. Like I said, it stars Norman Reedus, and so far the trailers I've seen, it kind of looks science fiction-y. I'm an idiot, so don't trust anything I say. Who knows if it actually looks a little science fiction-y? But it looks tragic based on what we've seen so far, based on what I've seen so far. So you'll have to look into that. Let's just say that Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead is a badass. Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead, is a badass. You know, he makes my ovaries wet. I'm not a girl, but it's 2016. I can be whatever gender I want. Okay, I think it looks badass. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below for you to go ahead and check it out. Look at the still photos from the trailer. It looks really badass. I don't know anything about this game yet. I haven't looked too much into it. I need to do a little more research and see what they've released. From what I've seen, though, not much is known. Guardians of the Galaxy is in the works as a video game by Telltale. Yes, a 5-part episode Telltale game for Guardians of the Galaxy is being released. And I wasn't a huge fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not really into superhero movies. I think I liked X-Men, especially the Wolverine origins and the first X-Men. The second X-Men was pretty good. Third one was pretty good, and after that it was just kind of, you know what I mean? Wolverine's a badass. Nightcrawler's a badass. They're my favorite. Not only that, so I liked the original Hulk. I liked the Batman trilogy. I liked Watchmen. Other than that, there hasn't been any real good superhero movies, in my opinion, that I really enjoyed. The Punisher was a good one. Batman, like I said. The Superman reboot I thought was pretty good. I liked Dean Cain as Superman. Okay, I know, as weird as that sounds. Let me think. I need to think. What other good superhero movies was there that was really, just really good? Not a lot. You know, I'm really excited for Star Wars, though. That's what I'm excited for. Not really a huge fan of superhero movies, but if Telltale is making the game, I am all for it. And they announced this Thursday at the Game Awards, you know, that Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy was going to get a series. It was going to be a 5-part adventure series. The first installment is gonna debut digitally on consoles, PCs, and mobile devices in 2017, obviously. And a retail version will also be offered. I imagine the retail version is going to be offered when they complete the series, so you can buy the series in whole, kind of like what they did with The Walking Dead, Season 1 and Season 2. Good games, by the way. I love Season 1. Season 2 was better. It's really hard. It's really tricky making a sequel, you know, because sometimes the sequel is never as good as the first one. And then trilogies are even harder, in my opinion. There's only few movies that actually have solid trilogies. Star Wars is definitely one of them. I don't care what anybody says about the prequels. I love the prequels, and I don't care what... I hate social justice warriors, feminazis, and all that shit, but I love The Force Awakens, and I'm excited for Star Wars Rogue One. As anti-SJW as I am excited for that. But the Telltale co-founder and CEO Kevin Bruner said in a statement, the energizing blend of humor, emotion, teamwork, and full-on sci-fi action adventure of The Guardians provides an enormously satisfying space to explore through Telltale's unique style of interactive storytelling. I'm excited. I love the way Telltale makes their games. I haven't played the Minecraft story. I need to get into that. But I've played The Walking Dead, both Season 1 and Season 2. I did play a little bit of the Minecraft story, not enough. I played, you know, some of Telltale's earlier games too. They're really good. Telltale is really good at making games. They're one of the probably few game developers that I would actually trust to make a good game before I even know anything about the game. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I have nothing against it. I'm just not immersed into it enough to really care about it. I think there's potential. I'm definitely gonna play it. So I mentioned the Video Game Awards, so we need to recap, you know, about what happened. And a few awards were given out. These were the ones that stood out to me. I'm not gonna. I'll give you a link in the description box below. But the ones that really stood out to me was that Overwatch got Game of the Year. Inside got Best Independent Game. Pokemon Go got Best Mobile Handheld Game. Res Infinite got Best Virtual Reality Game. Best Narrative got Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Doesn't surprise me. Uncharted, great series. The Last of Us, made by the people who, made Uncharted, freaking great game. So that doesn't surprise me. It's no shock that Uncharted would have Best Narrative. They have some of the best storytelling ever. In my honest opinion, of course, my opinion is completely subjective, but obviously it shows as far as consensus goes. Best Music Sound Design, Doom. No surprise there. Doom, in my opinion, even the terrible movie, pretty solid. Freaking cat scratching at the damn door. I'm trying to make a video. It just ruins everything. I could have gotten up already and let him in and then restarted. Oh well, what can you do? Doom, and even the movie of Doom, the terrible movie of Doom, I thought it was well made. I just thought the story was shit, It wasn't a true Doom experience. It was Doom-esque, but it wasn't true Doom. But even that movie had solid sound effects, had a solid soundtrack. The games, every Doom game has had a solid soundtrack, and the music has always fit every Doom game. Even Doom 3, when it went a little more into like a horror, survival horror aspect, kept the action, kept the fast pace, but it added scary, and it was fucking awesome. The environment, the sounds, the sound effects, the music, the way the monsters sounded, amazing in my opinion, just perfect. So to me, that's no surprise. And then of course, Doom gets Best Action, according to the Video Game Awards 2016. Big shocker there. Was not a big shocker in my opinion. I kind of expected that. Doom is a real fast-paced game. Doom completely put the first-person shooter out there. They were innovative enough to make not outdated, but not very good PC hardware, before computer gaming was in its prime, before that stuff was really commercially available. Freaking damn. Doom. The people behind Doom really knew what they were doing, and they made Doom, and it's just influenced every first-person shooter since then. It influenced the FPS genre. Amazing. Dishonored 2 got Best Action and Adventure Game, and Overwatch got Best Multiplayer. Is there really any shockers there? If you think there's any shockers there, let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, thank you guys for watching Geek Talk News, how terrible this was, and, listening to my cat scratch at the damn door forever. God, he wanted out, right before I started this video, and then he scratched throughout the entire thing. He must have wanted to go pee or something. Alright, have a good one, guys, and thank you for watching.